You're watching Byline Wilmington on CBS 10 WILM. Here's your host, Don Ansell.
All right, we're back. 15th year of the Cucalorus Film Festival. It opens this Wednesday. If you want to know more, you want to see some of the films that are, or a list of the films that are being screened, go to cucalorus.org.
That's right.
Cucalorus.org.
You can read about every single one of the films.
Tickets, everything's there.
Schedule. There's a real easy to read schedule. You can map out your plan.
Are there any clips on there?
There are. There are
some clips.
trailers on the site, so you can
Great.
check out a lot of the different.
So we saw a comedy. We saw a pretty strong drama. What other qualities do you look for in films?
Well, you know, we have a tradition of showing some very challenging documentaries. And one in particular this year that I think folks will be interested in is called The Good Soldier. It's a very affecting film. It follows 5 veterans from each of the major conflicts. So it's World War II, the Vietnam War, the first Iraq conflict, the current conflict in Iraq. And they talk about, very honest, very emotional, very raw film. They talk about the experience
of
from
war?
Yeah, and how it changes their sort of view of what is a good soldier. And Perry Parks, who is a Vietnam vet who lives here in North Carolina, will be at the festival to kind of talk about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, talk about his experiences. And
do you look for controversial
we do show
matter?
a lot of controversial stuff. You know, we show a lot of documentaries that touch on hot topics. So we have another documentary called Burma VJ, and there'll be some monks actually coming down. The story is about these journalists in Myanmar who have video cameras at their they put themselves in danger by having these video cameras in the first place, and they are documenting the conflicts on the streets where the government is sort of stamping out any oppression and free speech. Very interesting film and very indicative of what's happening to our world. The world's becoming very flat in a way. Because we have access to technology from the ground level. It isn't just a bunch of people at the upper levels of journalism who have access. It's everybody.
And social networking now is becoming a player in that.
Yeah.
As
And
well.
so the injustices are being put out there for everyone to look at. So Burma VJ is another example of one of those documentaries that's challenging. And then, of course, we also have our Midnight Madness program.
What's that?
It's the late night stuff, you know. An awesome horror film, one of my favorite films of the year, called The House of the Devil, which will play on Friday night. And those films, Midnight Madness, they start later at night.
Right.
And
all right, so you screen different places.
we do have about 8 different venues all over town.
And you can find that on the website.
You can. The key venues, City Stage Theater.
Right.
It's one of our
Downtown.
key venues this year, right there on Front Street. Lumina Theater at UNCW has a beautiful cinema. Best place in Wilmington to watch movies. It really is. The Cameron Art Museum on Saturday and Sunday. We'll have some screenings. And our little home base, Jingo's Playhouse on Princess Street, is not to miss.
Yeah, that's a great, just a great venue. All right, so those are the venues. You can find out what's playing where on the website, and there are tickets available. Some of your
passes
are sold out.
That's right. Yeah.
But individual tickets.
Individual tickets are still available for anybody and for all the films. So you can there's a bunch of different ways to do the festival. You can just buy tickets. You know, I tell folks, don't come to a film festival and see one film. You'd never go to an art museum and look at one painting.
Right.
You know, so come and check out a little sampling. You know, 3 films is the minimum. You can buy a ticket package, and so we have some packages that are already made up. We have a primer.
Okay.
And the primer gives you the top hits. They're can't miss. They're big winners. And you just buy the package, and the decisions are made for you. And that's a real easy way to do it. If you're a little bit unsure, like, boy, there's 150 films, I can't figure all this out. What do I do? The ticket packages are pretty
screened
easy.
that and helped guide folks with a nice little package of what they can see.
Yeah, there's a Globetrotter package, which is international films. We've got some great international films this year. We have a Danish film noir that's like a Danish Coen Brothers film called Terribly Happy.
Oh, really?
Which is absolutely delightful.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I grew up here in Wilmington.
Really?
Yep, I'm like an alien from another planet.
I went to school
At New Hanover High School in Wilmington. Yep.
So it must give you great pride to have a film festival that you've been a big part of, established in Wilmington, North Carolina.
It's pretty exciting. I came back to Wilmington because of the film industry, and so it's a pretty magical little thing that's happened here with Cucalorus and with the people that have been involved. I've been able to bring a lot of people into it that I knew from growing up, and so
Really?
so yeah, it's a pretty good thing.
The gang is like now doing the. How many people are involved in the festival?
We have over 100 volunteers.
Wow. From
all walks of life. A lot of them are filmmakers, but you know, we have real estate agents, we have people in the construction industry, you name it. That face is in the crowd of our volunteers.
And most of them are not paid.
No,
right.
I mean,
but it's a 12-month.
Oh yeah, it takes all year to organize the festival, and we're looking for films all year. We're we're working with other organizations. We work with the YWCA. The university is obviously a key partner. Their film studies program has really blossomed, and if you look at our staff, over half our staff are UNCW graduates.
Where do you want the festival to go from here? I mean, how?
You know, we think about that a little bit, but I really think if we can continue to bring people together to discover film in the same way that we do now, we keep it sincere and independent, that 15 years from now, if we look back and we're doing it just like that, we'll be really happy.
Best of luck this week.
Thanks, Don.
It all starts this Wednesday, folks. The Cucalorus Film Festival, the 15th year. It's bigger and better than ever. Go to cucalorus.org and check it out, and buy some of these packages that you can use to screen. That'll do it for this week. Next week, Clash of the Titans. We'll talk about the big controversy that's playing out on the public stage about Titan Cement. I'm Don Ansell for Byline Wilmington. We'll see you next week.
You've been watching Byline Wilmington on CBS 10 WILM. Join us every Sunday morning at 11 as we explore the issues that concern you.